Hey there, this is Dan. You're watching The Salty Sea, and I'm here with a channel update. It's been a while. I've been playing a ton of Fortnite lately, and so I'm going to be changing the direct. I'm a week late, aren't I? Okay, so giving up on the April Fool's plan, but I do have a lot of important stuff to talk about for the channel here. Um, so let's get into it. First of all, you might have noticed I have a new logo now. Thank you so much to Gnashed Teeth at Gnashed Teeth on Instagram. You can check out his work. He has a ton of kind of artistic stuff up there. Lots of really cool work. He was just really easy to work with. If anyone's got any kind of graphic design stuff that they need, I couldn't suggest him more. Um, I'm definitely going to be kind of trying to change the look of the channel a little bit to be a little bit more distinctive. I've just been sticking the Warcry logo on all these videos for ages now, and I'd like to try to think of some new stuff. So if you have any ideas, I'm going to be telling you a little bit later in the video, kind of how you can get at me with them. But I think now is a great time to reflect after getting back from Adepticon. I do have more videos about sort of competitively what went down there and kind of what it means for your own games. But I've had plenty of time to think about it since getting back. And I'm also nearing the 2 year point of this channel in just a couple weeks. I think it'll be my 2 year anniversary. And I've been thinking a lot about what I can sustain as COVID relents and other activities pick up. I started this channel during the pandemic, um, when a lot of my other passions, they weren't really possible because of COVID, and it's become a huge part of my life, and it's something that I want to continue. But also, you know, for the first year I was doing it, I wasn't spending as much time on it as I have for the second year. And even for the second year, I noticed that I needed to take a couple sanity breaks. So if anyone's been following the channel for the last year, you'll remember I really didn't put out much in August of last year or January, and I think I'll probably still plan to have 2 months worth of kind of sanity breaks per year. I'll probably take off. Um, but I did notice that even during those 2 months when I didn't really produce much, I still put out a video, well, two videos for each month, but I still did the work for one video in each month. So even for those sanity break times, I'm still going to have time to produce at least one video for the channel. But there will be some months where, I definitely lower my output. So given that, and given I think what might be a sustainable path that I don't know based on what the future holds, whether returning to the office cuts down on my time, right? Because that half hour of commute time is really quite a bit. There's a lot that I don't know about what the future of the channel will be, and there's also a lot with the game itself, right? So Warcry is kind of starting to pick up in recognition and popularity. There have been Warcry events announced for Gen Con and Nova, which is very exciting. I think you should sign up. I'm going to talk more about them in the future, but uh, the Nova one has been, so signups are available now. They filled 11 slots really quickly, but there's still a bunch of slots left. They've got actually space for 32 players. So, if you're on the Atlantic and you want to play, I think it's a great idea. I'm currently planning to be there. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to uh, enter in for the painting competition for Crystal Palette there. So that's going to be a good time, and it's at the end of August. So going to be a while before I make sort of content specifically about Nova, but eventually, this summer I'll definitely be putting out some videos specifically about kind of the road to Nova. Very excited about it. Kind of Adepticon, kind of showing off what could happen with a lot of people playing the game, I think was really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing at Nova and then also Gen Con. There's a strong chance Warcry is going to be the only GW game at Gen Con, which is really exciting. It's mostly community run, or at least the event there will be mostly community run. So it's going to be run by people who are really passionate about the game. Probably the TO is going to be the gentleman behind the Generally Bad Gamers YouTube channel. I've talked about it once in the past. I'm hoping to talk about it more. Yeah, so that's going to be really cool. So the game in general, there's been a lot of swirling rumors about when a second edition will or won't come, what would be in that edition. Who knows? But the main thing is that the future is really bright, even if it's very uncertain. This game is definitely going to be around for the long haul. I put out a video a year ago about, GW hiring two new people to work on the game. And, that first year they really wouldn't have been able to put their mark on the game. But now we know that whatever they've been working on, those two new hires, that'll probably start coming out in the next not the next 6 months, but probably starting after that would be around the time it would take for their mark to be put on the game. So really exciting. They've got actual staff that are working on it, that this is sort of a real game that they care about and are going to have as part of their lineup for a long time to come. So because of all that, right, because of kind of thinking about how much of what I've been doing on the channel I can sustain going forward, knowing that, the game is going to pick up in popularity. There's going to be sort of more and more often, there's going to be bigger content creators kind of moving to making more Warcry content. I know Tabletop Minions makes a lot of Warcry content, for example. Because of that future, I've been thinking about, wanting to sort of formalize my commitment to this channel and to what's gonna kind of happen going forward. So I made a Patreon, and that's just going to be so that people who are really invested in the channel can both put their input into what the future of my content is going to be, and also support it to make it really make sense to keep doing this going forward as a as something that I do often, right? I'm probably never going to try to take this full time, but to make it work even just, part-time, it does take a lot of time for these videos. So, if I get some support, if people sort of are really into it, I'd be happy to kind of make this sort of an ongoing future thing, even as the pandemic winds down and other content creators move into the Warcry space. I would be really excited if there are people who are, excited to see it. And this is, I think, the best way to kind of let you all do that, right? So I'm going to do a bunch of tiers. The first one, Sailor tier, is just basically you're forgiven for using ad blocker while you watch my videos. You can join the Discord. I'm going to set up a new Discord for this channel in particular. But the thing that I'm excited about is for sailors, you're going to be able to vote on the monthly video. Now, what I mentioned before was even in the 2 months where I took a sanity break, I still produced a video. And so when I was thinking about what can I sustain going forward, what can I promise for people who want to support the channel, I know that every month I can at least make one video. And most months I'll make quite a few, right? My pace of production is probably going to be mostly about the same as it has been over the last 6 months or so. But even in kind of slow down months where I need to take a break, I can still make a video, and it would be really cool to get community input on what that video should be, right? I would really like to be making the kind of Warcry content that people want to see and want to watch. So sailors are going to be able to vote on a monthly video poll. So every month, basically between the 15th and the 30th, people are going to be able to vote on a few ideas for a video that I then put out the next month at some point. Now, for $4 a month, the bosun, I think that's a rank on a ship, right? They're going to be able to vote just like the sailor, and they're going to get the Discord access, but they're also going to have a separate channel in that Discord where they can suggest video ideas. and I'll take from their ideas, depending on how many to captains will always also be able to suggest ones, and I will make sure that for people who are contributing $10 a month, that I always have at least one suggestion from a captain there. And then bosuns are going to have their names in the credits of my monthly fan videos. The captains will have their name in the credits of all my videos. I'll also put a separate channel in that Discord just for people who do join at the $10 a month level. That, you know, just I'll post random list ideas there. I'll workshop every list that other people post in there. You know, I want to sort of, for all three of these tiers, I want to have a lot more sort of interaction with the people who are really wanting to sort of, who want to have a say and who really care about seeing what the future of this channel is. I want to be able to interact with them a little bit more easily. So all of this is hopefully to help me connect with people who want to see that happen. I'm also going to put two pretty out there tiers, you know, if anybody wants to join. For $25 a month, for Admiral tier, I'll set up a monthly hobby voyage for all of the Admirals. That would just be kind of a 1 hour hangout. I'll basically do a Skype session with everyone who joins that tier where we all just kind of hobby together. And I'll also give a verbal shout out in the first video after you join. Same is true if anyone wants to become Mathland, God of the Sea. Let's say if you join it for 6 months, I'll paint you an Achillean king. I will give you the shout out right away when you join. After 3 months, I'll ask you what your favorite color scheme is, and then I will straight up paint you an Achillean king. Why not? I think that would be really fun. I'll, you know, throw the pictures up on a video sometime. So if anybody wants to do that, we'll have fun with it. Obviously, that's quite a few, so that would be, you know, for someone who's really rabid for the content. But it's something I'm willing to do. I think it would be fun. So that's kind of it. That's the main channel update, is that I am going to be kind of formalizing what I do with this channel. I'm definitely interested in more assets if you're of the artistic persuasion and you kind of have ideas for you know, what I could do with the channel to give it more of a distinct look. I'm really going to, you know, want to definitely lean into this new logo that I really love. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really excited to kind of give this channel update, announce this new Patreon, and yeah, I'm just really excited for where the channel goes from here and what people are interested in to see for the future. So I'm going to be back for my next video with more Warcry content, right? I'm not going to be doing any exclusive to Patreon videos, right? This monthly video that I'm talking about with my Patreon, that is going to be something that I put to YouTube. It's just going to be done with input from the patrons or the patrons. So nothing's going to change as far as just sort of the general output, right? But I am just going to be kind of creating more sort of interaction with the community so that people can kind of help the channel move forward, so that I can make sure that I can keep doing this as the landscape around this game changes. So, you know, planning a new sort of more tactical video soon, and until then, may all your rolls be crits.